All right, we are live.
Oh, he's
Perfect timing.
exactly. Oh. Assume the chair.
Did you start, Tony?
No,
we're
we
just gonna.
got it
Go ahead.
figured out. We're trying to figure out their conflict of interest attachment. So Stephanie's looking for it again. So we did not start. Also, I'll just preface the meeting. I double booked myself because we usually start at 5, so I'm gonna do my stuff first and then I'm gonna be quiet.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. Let's go ahead and get started. Is there any objection to allowing Crystal to move forward with her part first? Okay, Crystal, so you'd like to go ahead and check off the items of the agenda that
Sure.
you would like to talk about, and then we'll go through the rest of the agenda.
Just looking through. I guess the first item is, I mean, I think that you would wanna do that, right? The first number 1?
Oh, sure, yeah, we can certainly designate you as the, we'd have to elect
I
officers.
don't think I should designate myself.
Well, is there something that you want to talk about? Because we can do that while you're.
No, I think just going through the agenda.
Okay.
Is typical.
Sounds like a plan. Pursuant to our bylaws, president and vice president are done by the virtue of office. We do need to elect a treasurer and a secretary. Anyone interested?
Sign me up for something.
What have we had you in the past? Is it?
I think I've been a little bit of everything over the years. So.
Okay. Anyone else interested? Jim or Jack?
Who was the current treasurer? Was the,
I think I was secretary.
you were
last
secretary.
year.
Well, I think you should stay as secretary then.
Okay. Tony, is that a motion?
It's a motion.
For Vicky McGraw.
I move Vicky McGraw as secretary.
All right.
Second.
We have a second. Vicky, are you okay with that?
I will do that.
Okay, do we have any other motions for secretary? Hearing none, I will take a vote for Vicky as secretary. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, any opposed? All right, congratulations, Vicky. Treasurer. Jeff?
I'm involved in enough things.
I can promise you, there's
Really?
not a whole lot that we ask.
Sure, throw me down.
Okay.
Just give me guidance.
There's so much that you have to do that you end up with at the end of the year not knowing if you were secretary or treasurer.
That's why I asked. Right?
All right, I'll move to make Jeff the treasurer. Russell?
I'll second that.
All right, Jeff, are you okay with that?
Yes, sir.
All right, any other motions for treasurer? Hearing none, we'll move to a vote. All those in favor of Jeff Russell as treasurer, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, congratulations. The designation of Crystal Cerdic as the executive director of the Jamestown Local Development Corporation.
So moved.
So moved. Have a
Second.
Second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, motion carries. Next one is we have an agreement between the Jamestown Urban Renewal Agency, JURA, and the Jamestown Local Development Corporation in the amount of $140,000 for calendar year 2023 for staffing needs.
Same as last year.
This is the same as last year. Do we have a motion?
So moved.
So moved by Tony,
Second.
second by Vicky. Questions or concerns? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstaining? Hearing none, motion carries. We also have the designation of Key Bank and Evans Bank as depositories of the Jamestown Local Development Corporation. Do we have any other banks that we are using? Just those two. And I believe Key Bank is our primary bank and Evans is holding a money market account?
That is correct.
Other questions on that? Do we have a motion?
So moved.
So moved by Kim.
Second.
Second by Jeff. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstaining? Motion is carried. We have a resolution authorizing the president of JLDC, city finance director, city comptroller to serve as signatories on JLDC finance accounts, and authorizing Crystal Surdick, John Selstrom to make transfers for the local development corporation. Say again?
Combine those.
I think it's just a comptroller, this must be an old,
Yeah, that's not right.
yeah. So, the motion would probably be authorizing the president of the agency and the city comptroller to serve as
Mhm.
signatories.
Correct.
Okay. Getting rid of finance director.
Yeah.
So do we have a motion that strikes the finance director and keeps just city
So
council?
moved.
So moved by Kim, second.
Second.
Second by Tony. Any other questions, comments? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Abstaining?
Just
Motion-
one quick question too,
Yes.
the name will be different, right, or not?
I don't think we have a name for comptroller.
Okay.
It just says city
Just
council.
council.
City control,
Just
just the
control.
position.
Yep. Okay. The fifth resolution is appointing
Don't we have to
Benjamin.
vote on the resolution now? You just voted on the strike.
Well, I know, I was just saying the whole resolution, it just removes
Okay.
that one, yeah.
All in one,
All.
remove it and then vote.
Yep. All right, number 5, appointing Benjamin Haskin as legal counsel for JLDC.
So moved.
So moved.
Second.
Second. Any questions or comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstaining? Motion carries.
Appreciate it, everyone.
Thank you, Ben. The next couple items, 6, 7, and 8 are not motions, but we do need to have you guys fill those out.
Are you able to find that?
No, I went all the way back to 2016.
I would ask Jen. It probably came through the clerk's office at one point in time, but there is definitely an attachment.
And that's for the conflict of interest and,
Just the conflict of interest
What do you
disclosure.
have?
So if what I'm hearing correctly, you guys probably talked about it before it
For-
stopped in, typically attachment 1 goes to the
What do you-
city's conflict of interest policy,
Oh.
naming the individuals that are in those roles. That's usually what attachment 1 is.
So that's correct.
So this is correct?
So
Okay.
it's typically the city's disclosure policy, and then attachment 1 goes on the back of it, naming the individuals that
Okay.
are in those roles. That's usually how it
So
works.
is that correct then?
Are these the people in the roles?
Not,
Yeah. That would be correct, yeah.
Here we go.
Did I miss my one? No. Yeah, that would be correct.
Mhm.
We would just need the disclosure policy.
That's in here. It was that attachment that we were, yeah.
the conflict of interest disclosure statement?
Mhm.
I've got the 2021 on here.
You have an old copy.
Yeah,
They were,
that's all I
they were
found.
adjusted,
That was
but
the
it
most
was the
recent I found.
attachment that we were
Gotcha.
having a problem figuring out.
Kristen, who did we select as secretary?
Vicky has been, we think, reelected.
Right.
And Jeff is treasurer. About that.
So what are the changes between the one you gave me and the one you emailed? This says 2021, but did you make changes in the body?
No. No, I just happened to notice it said 2021 at the top and said, I gotta fix that.
Okay. the placeholder meetings, do we have meeting dates for 2023?
We've not put out a calendar, but I think that, do we want to have any discussion on that? Is 5:30 a better time for people? We've moved it to 5:30 the last couple of months. Does this day of the week and this week of the month still work?
Yeah, it's fine, it's fine with me.
Oh, okay, I thought you were shaking your head no.
No, it's
Okay,
That works for me.
so we'll just continue and we'll permanently make it 5:30 instead of 5. Is that,
feel easy.
is that better? Okay.
And which day of the month is it? Is it the
Third
third?
Wednesday.
Third Wednesday, yep.
All right.
Great.
On to the regular meeting. Regular agendas for this meeting. We have the JLDC board meeting minutes for January 3rd. January 3rd, 2023. Do you have a motion to approve those minutes?
So moved.
Second, one correction, Tony Dole's last name is spelled incorrectly.
Oh, I was gonna bring that up, I forgot. I saw that.
Any further changes to the minutes? Okay, with that one correction, do we have, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, good. Financial reports at the end of 2022. Thank you, Crystal.
Thank you.
We have two loanees that have decided to pay off their loan, which will be received this month, and they are Crown Rose and Nuvo. They both decided to pay off their loan, and that will be reflected in the January. We're also missing the GMS system report, which we're just having some technical issues on our end, but every single month we've had it before then, but in the switch, we just, Mark and I are working with each other to get it up and running again, so once that's ready, I'll send it back out as well.
What does that report cover?
It recovers all of our current loans.
Current ones.
Yep. So it's another 12 brand management system, and it, pretty much you have to put it in every single month, so.
Okay.
And we're just having IT issues. I can't get off track of it, so.
It's certainly great to hear that we've had a couple folks pay off their loans. So. And my understanding is that Crown Street is now changing hands too, to new owners. So even better. Great. Do we have a motion to approve the financials for 2022?
So moved.
Second. Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. The next item is the review of the ARPA Business Expansion Building Acquisition Grant Awards. You wanna come up, Tim?
Oh, for sure.
Or was talking to us about it? And is it this colorful paper that we're looking at?
Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for making the time to come out here today. Since we're getting into the new year, I'll give everybody, before Mabel, just a rundown how the Harvard business programs are going right now. So far in the past month and a half, we've gotten around 300,000 ARPA dollars out to Jamestown local businesses. And for the downtown evolution, we have around 58% of the funds out thus far. And that number will hopefully reach 100% very soon. The building property infrastructure improvement grant, currently that is sitting at 12%. And the reasoning for 12% is that most of the applicants are getting large scale roof projects for their businesses, and they're being held off until around March time when there's more agreeable weather. For the information technology, we have around 20% of those funds out to the public and to the businesses, and as invoices come to me and projects go, I expect that one to move quickly too. And to be concurrent, while these grants are being paid, we will be releasing the new business development and equipment and machinery this upcoming January 24th, and that will run until February 24th. And also the nonprofit assistance. Right now, I'm currently finishing that one up, and we're expecting early February for this one to release. And as essentially it for how it's going right now, and if there's any questions before I move on to Beba, I'd be more than happy to answer them.
What's the, you said that there's been some holdup in dispersing the funds, and they're mostly roof grants for the building expansion, is that right? Or is that the building property infrastructure?
Building property infrastructure.
Okay.
And most of them that I've spoken to, are planning to do their project work in early springtime for those ones. So with that, I'll move on to the building acquisition and business expansion grant. Just to give everybody a brief overview, the purpose of the BEBA grant was to provide business owners with capital to assist for necessary improvements for part of their business expansion plans that occurred during the 2-year COVID pandemic. Businesses were eligible to utilize these funds for essential building systems, including roofs, elevator repairs, property renovations, which were meant to create opportunities for long-term growth, job stability, and financial recovery. The return on investment for this for the city of Jamestown is that all these businesses, and if you, under the first page of the spreadsheet, there's the data spreadsheet and how the funding is structured. The return on investment for the city we can expect from this grant is all of these businesses have acquired property that was prior vacant and was priorly vacant, and they will be running business operations there to make use of these lands, make use of these buildings that would have later been from further decay and waste. And for this grant as well, many of the businesses are seeking to use these new spaces to create employment and optimize their business strategies. And looking at the project costs right here and the descriptions, many of these businesses are doing HVAC repairs, roofing, and a lot of interior work and remodeling. And if there's any questions on BEBA, I'd be happy to answer them now.
Why did you settle on BEBA? It's a really fun.
All of it.
Because the other way was bait.
Oh, okay. So just to confirm that, loan, that amount has $750,000, and the department is recommending $749,980 in projects,
Yes, that's correct, sir.
with the total funds requested $1.352 million.
Mhm.
So how many other applications did you get? Or is
That
this-
was it.
And if anybody too would like any further information, I'm more than welcome to have anybody
I
come visit
think
me.
I would like to see some of those applications. You know, it's unfortunate we only got 8 because some of these people have received multiple funding other places too, and some have not, like Falcon Acquisition is new, but I know we've seen Labyrinth get some funding, we've seen Panache get some funding through some other entities, so they're not new to getting funding, and I would have liked to have seen some more new business, or some new, not necessarily new businesses, but some new applications, if you will. So that kind of concerns me.
Okay. Do you want those, like, hard
How
copy?
thick are they?
There you go. What I can, we'll look them over.
I don't want hard copies.
Okay,
I don't want any more paper.
okay.
Trying to lighten the load.
I mean, we just had the basic application, which was, about 2 to 4 pages. And then there's more of, like, their project description, which included pictures and estimates and
I
things
don't
like that.
need all the estimates and
Okay.
stuff, but the pertinent information that relates to the project, I
Okay.
think would be beneficial if you could scan it and then send it.
Is that for everybody in JLBC?
Yeah.
Okay.
So given that, it sounds like we wanna hold off on moving forward with this until we get those, or do we want to?
Have any of these done work? They have not done work yet.
Some, if they did do work, they are able to get reimbursed for that work up to, Tim, what was it, March of 2021, yeah. So some of the work may have been done, like Summit Wealth Management, they've done some work out of
And
the
I'm sure
building.
Falcon Acquisitions has.
Yeah, Falcon has, Fringe is dying to get work done. She really wanted to get that out. Panache, I don't believe that they have done work in their extended part of the building. Labyrinth has not.
I mean, I hate holding it up, but I think I
Right.
would like to see that.
Okay.
And you had that application open for how long?
This one came out kind of in two form, so a lot of the people had applied for the building and property improvement infrastructure, but it wasn't necessarily into that program because all of them had purchased buildings or did business expansion during COVID. So, that's when we came up with this other idea for the building acquisition and business expansion grant, and then, so those people did not have to reapply. And then it was opened again for 2 weeks to get more in. And one of the new ones is It's Your Day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I didn't reach out to businesses, it's under my, I'm thinking that's a little unfair to reach out and say, hey, did you know we have this grant here?
Did we do a press release though?
We did, yeah, we always do press release, we did, public notice, and it's always on the Facebook and our website.
Legal notice went out.
Yeah, legal they all went out.
So, in the past, I know, I mean, I brought it up before that you guys had a valid point as far as there's only so many people and there's only so many people that are applying. I mean, is that the situation here, is what you're saying? Is-
Yeah, it's basically, there's only so many people who are applying. Everybody who, was involved with our roundtable discussions, everybody who, came to us prior to ARPA, like, they were the ones who were giving us ideas for
Right.
what they needed,
Yeah, I mean, like,
but-
I know I talked to a business on Third Street about this program and told them about it, gave them phone numbers,
And they didn't.
directed them, and
They don't
I
apply.
don't see their name on here, so.
I will note that,
Unless that's Fringe,
No,
okay.
I will note that these are, I think these all look like places that own their own buildings.
yeah, the
Yeah.
gentleman I spoke to didn't own this building, just
Oh,
renting,
okay.
and that's
I see.
Yeah, that's.
where I said it was probably gonna be an issue.
Yeah, maybe it would be a good recommendation to receive those applications, and then follow up in a week or two, and then if folks feel comfortable doing a unanimous consent resolution, we can, or we can hold off. I don't think we're in a position to vote on it right this moment. If that is a good recommendation for folks.
I'm here all day tomorrow, and Tim and I will put this
Sure.
together now.
Yeah, we don't wanna obviously hold them up tremendous amount, but if you guys feel comfortable after reviewing the applications, then we can, make a decision from there. Does that sound good for folks?
Sounds good.
Okay. Excellent. We'll at least vote on it before the Bills go to the Super Bowl, right, Vicki?
All right. It's only been 30 years since the last
I don't have a heart attack first.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and table that. Any other questions for Tim on our programs? All right, great. Any other new business?
Just a question on the, since this is the first meeting of the year, do we have vacancies or, and some of the people here we haven't seen in a while, I just didn't know. They technically are still interested or do they have?
Yeah, so some are still in a current term. Tim Smeal is appointed by MAST. They have not yet submitted another name. We've requested several times for that.
I just didn't know if there was vacancies or whether there's not coming for various reasons or, because we're.
Yep, there's a couple here that are appointed by, I think, one from the chamber, one from MAST. So,
Chamber.
your chamber.
I mean, have they been asked if they're still interested in doing it, or?
Yes, okay, all right.
Just wanna make sure.
Yep. I think the only one that we've heard from, I think Peggy had a conflict tonight, and Pete had a conflict tonight. Tim is willing to, was waiting for Mass to send someone else.
And then we scramble to get a quorum and then make sure that
Yeah.
most people are still.
But, good clerk, I will, follow back up with those folks just to confirm. Okay, I don't know of anything for an executive session. Is there any other business to come before the board?
Make a motion to adjourn.
Okay, a motion adjourned,
Second.
second, all those in favor?
Aye.
All right, we are adjourned.
Julie, I'm sorry, but.
Jeff can start his training for treasurer.
And I can select your, anything you guys want.
How old is he?
About 15, yeah. He had a mass growing behind his larynx, and it was
Hey, Jeff.
pulling out his
This isn't
pipe
done,
and
I
he
just
saw
have
it
a
against
question.
That's one. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, so it was like, this was like the fourth morning where he didn't want to eat, so I told Max that he got a call, you know, and so we took him this afternoon.
No, fun.